you ready to meet me in the hay bales so we can harvest some potatoes I did not plant this year? I will meet you in the hay bales in just a second. Okay, I've got my kneeling mat, my gloves, my dibber, a trowel, a cat who was just climbing up my leg, and I've got a bucket over there just in case I need one. So I will see you right down in the hay bales. Hi, I'm Amy. Welcome back to Hummingbird Hill, and as you can see behind me, I have a path, or I had a path until it was invaded by potatoes. Now, I did not plant any potatoes this year. I was going to in the hay bale squares over there, but I never really got around to it, and that was fine because those hay bale squares have filled up with potatoes all on their own. Now, you could say that's just a result of lazy harvesting last year. You missed some potatoes. On this side of the garden, probably true if there are purple potatoes that come up. You always miss a few, no big deal. I love some rogue potatoes. I don't have to work for them. But I did last year at the end of July put in a second batch of potatoes. I didn't chit them out before I put them in. I just threw them in the ground because I've never really done a second batch of potatoes before. And I think that most of the potatoes that are coming up in the garden right now are actually that second batch of potatoes that I planted last summer. That's my theory. And right now, I've got to dig in and see if my theory is right, because this group of potatoes that was looking beautiful, amazing, and gorgeous is now looking wilted and dried out and terrible. And it also looks like there's some other messes in there I might have to deal with. There's a whole hill right there. Oh my gosh, I don't know if you can see that. Look at how big that hill has grown up. So this aisle was filled with gorgeous potato plants with beautiful flowers. Now that they've died back, I need to dig in there and see what's going on. Now the problem with that is normally when I plant potatoes for real, I just pull up the plants and then I kind of, grab around in the soil and find those stray potatoes, or most of them usually. This time, however, there's a weird bug flying around. There are so many bugs this year. I don't know if you've noticed that, but there are so many bugs. In any case, I have the glasses on. I've got the sweatband on actually because it's super humid right now. So there's likely to be some dripping, and I didn't want to put my contacts in because contacts and sweat do not go well together. Just in case you needed to know that. So I don't know exactly what I'm going to find in my path. Obviously it was a path. So I've been walking in this area when I was planting, when I was organizing the hay bales. It's a lot more compressed than I would normally have an area where I planted potatoes. So I do have a trowel and my dibbler in case I need to kind of lever the potatoes out, as Charles Dowding would say. Again, I'm trying to do no dig, but I'm not sure how else I'm going to get the potatoes that are actually buried under the cardboard, under the ground. Oh, did you hear that? Look, it's up there. Can you see it? 2 of them. Oh, and there are chickens in my garden. Oh, okay. Hummingbird, look at you. All right, I don't know if you could see that, but I gotta go get chickens out because I left. Usually the chickens are upstairs at this point and do not follow me down into the garden. But right now, these 2 little rascals. Snappy Crackle, what are you doing? Do you see them? Look at those 2. Come on, girls. Hold on. Let me flip you around while I wrangle some chickens. Scoot. Out, out, out. Out, out, out. No, both of you out. Don't you go that way. Scoot, scoot, scoot. There's one. Out that door. Get out there. Come on, lady. Get out. See, she knows exactly where she's not supposed to be. Amazingly, my patented chicken keeper outer, in this case a piece of cardboard that I have never replaced with the hardware wire, the hardware cloth I was going to, works brilliantly because I have not seen them in the garden at all since I started using it. And it was a nice full piece of cardboard at one point. It is now no longer, and I'm hoping that they don't. Oh, hold on. See that trouble too? Hoping those 2 don't realize that they can actually get in here now, because that's the first time I've seen them in here since I have actually put that cardboard in place at the beginning of summer. So now that they know that they can get in, I hope they don't try and get around the cardboard. Oof. Troublemakers. But there were 2 hummingbirds. Okay, that was exciting. I totally digressed. Sorry. Let's go down here and look at some potatoes, which means I'm gonna get them. I'm gonna try tugging first. When all else fails, just tug a little bit. And then if I have to get down and dig, I'll get down and get dirty. Ready? Here we go. Hold on. All right, I'm gonna see if I can pull first. seems like the easiest course of action. Just give a good tug. And I'm not going to try and move the cardboard that much because it's, you know, covered by everything. So let's just see what happens if we give a little pull here. Whoa, look at that. All right, and you can see down there is more digging to do. Oh gosh. Well, looks like I'm gonna have to get down here and get dirty. But let's see, there's some more in here. Yep, these are purple, so definitely ones that were left behind. Oh, look at the cute little one. That's gonna be so delicious fried. I've got some Thumbergia that's growing down in the aisle, which is actually great. I can pull it out of the way. Some of these are still good. Oh my gosh, look at how many potatoes are down in here. Oh boy. Okay, I'm definitely gonna have to break out the gloves for this. Hold on a second. The hummingbird was flying right over my head. I don't know if you can see it. It's over on, oh, now it flew away. I think these are babies because they're not used to me talking, because I usually talk to the mom and dad and they just hang around. Yes, I talk to the animals, it happens. But harvesting is a little difficult right now, as you can see, because that is exactly where I need to be harvesting. And Miss Tater Tot, Sweet Tater Tot, is, well, not a potato, even though she apparently wants to be with. Oh my gosh. All right, Tater, scoot. Scoot, baby. No, that's not helpful. Oh, sorry, that's awkward. Cat. Oh boy. Don't mind me, that's just a little awkward. Let's see, more potatoes. And I don't know how deep these are gonna be or if I need to dig more. Because this was the hole that those all just came out of. That was that massive. Oh, there are some red in there. Interesting. What was that massive hump? So I'm wondering if that's it or if I'd need to dig more. Let's see. A little levering, I guess. Oh, yep, there are more. This is going to be the hard part because, like I said, normally, oh, I don't want to poke it, and I poked it. This is going to be the difficult part here. I'm going to have to go with this. Oh my gosh, there's so many. Okay. Beetle. Hold on, I just saw something. Come on. Hold on. Look. Oh, and I stepped on my cucumber. Not my cucumber, my melon, my cantaloupe. I didn't step on it, I just brushed it. But look, the first tiny Tim is starting to get ripe. This one doesn't get, the water is not hitting this one as well, and I keep forgetting to water it because I have the drip over here. But these two are doing beautifully. Except I have to keep trimming the cabbage back because this cabbage is insane. Look at that thing. All right, well, I think I'm gonna go dig for some more potatoes. Not all of the potato plants have died back, so they're still growing. Now, while we love new potatoes a lot, Kind of interested to see how they keep doing in these really weird conditions where they were not intended to grow. Plants are kind of amazing sometimes. I don't know. Dig for more potatoes? Harvest beans. Probably some of both. Let me flip you around and I'll get back to work. Kind of cleared out that aisle, which is really nice actually. There's still, well, weeds. And then there's a new potato plant down here that's just flowering. So I won't pick that. It's gorgeous. And we'll get these weeds out. This is the weed that always tricks me when it's first coming up, because it looks a little bit like a potato. As you can see, the cardboard has gotten rearranged back here. Still infinitely better than most years. You can also, hold on, let me grab this. There we go. Ah, nice. Look at that. Got the roots and everything. Donkeys will love that. All right, you were probably going all over. I'll probably have to edit that part out because you probably can't see so well. Okay. That's exciting. There's just a cute little purple potato harvest, definitely from rogue potatoes left over from last year. I'm pretty sure the potatoes on the other side of the garden are potatoes, the ones that I planted in August last year, and they are, see, I don't know if I can harvest them or not because I have sweet potatoes in there and I have no idea when to harvest sweet potatoes. But I planted those this year. And then there's the rogue not potato, well, those two. But there's the rogue tomato growing up there, which actually is growing up here. I still don't know what kind of tomato it is. My guess is it's probably a sun gold because I did move some sun gold suckers from that end of the garden last year down here after I harvested all the potatoes. And I just threw them in the ground to see what happened. Not a lot because the weather was terrible. But because of what, they didn't actually fruit, so I don't know if those, I have no idea what that tomato is going to be. No idea. So, anyway, I just thought I would show you my potato harvest, such as it is. What do you think about harvesting the potatoes that are in the hay bale square? Here, let me show you this real quick. Let me flip you around because it's easier and then I can see what you can see, so I'm not like showing you the sky when I mean to be showing you potatoes. Hold on. Okay, so this is my potato mess. Now, interestingly enough, there were potato flowers here that were about 4 feet tall, which is the tallest I've ever seen a potato plant get. But they have died back. And so mostly what I have in here, you can see they're a little, these are them. They're there, they're just short and kind of fallen over. They're definitely getting ready to harvest. But I have then my sweet potato vines in here. I have my rogue tomato in here, but I'm worried if I pull my potatoes, because those are way down there. I mean, like, I feel like I'm gonna have to dig out half of the square to get to those potatoes. Would you leave them in the ground? I mean, those are still potato plants, potato vines over there. Those are still looking okay. Would you just leave the potatoes in there until it's time to harvest the sweet potatoes? Or would you pull them? Let me know that. And let's see if I could find, I don't think I have any. Oh, this tomato is crazy. And I haven't been single stemming it because frankly I'm so impressed that it grew like from up through 2 feet of whatever and hay and all this and is growing massively all by itself with no help whatsoever from me and looks super healthy. Yeah, I haven't been single stemming it because I'm like, yeah, you go for it, tomato. I mean, I did pull a couple suckers off though, just cuz. All right. Oh, I need to harvest some beans. It is so nice out tonight. It is definitely humid. I'm definitely glad I have my little sweatband on. I feel very 80s though. Ooh, hold on. So if you've ever filmed a video and talked for like 10 minutes and not realized that you weren't recording, yeah, that's me right now. But that's okay, because really what I decided in the process of talking that much and, you know, saying I was going to edit out pictures of the cat's butt because that wasn't that exciting. She's really pretty though. She's a good purr face. I realized I haven't shown you what's going on down here in the hay bales for a minute, and there are some things that are new and exciting. So I'm just gonna show you a few highlights because I said, ooh, because I saw something that I hadn't seen before, and I'm gonna go show you that first. And then I'll just check in on a few other areas. Now, my potato harvest, especially for potato harvest, I was not expecting. 20 potatoes, gonna be a good little fry up. So tasty. Mom doesn't really like the purple potatoes though, so I was kind of hoping those were rogue red or white potatoes. I did throw some of those in down at the end in July last year, but I think they're actually directly under the hay bale. But these when I harvest them, those should be reds or whites. So let's just take a quick little look around some new things that I'm excited about down here on the hay bales, and then I will go away and get back to work on watering and harvesting. I'm not sure I need to water too much today. Maybe. I've got some things looking droopy. I didn't water yesterday because it's been weird weather again. It was 95, and now all of a sudden it's 70 and raining today. But not enough rain. Weird weather. Case in point, I haven't yet harvested a tomato, and it's August. I mean, I've harvested 6 cherry tomatoes. Yes, that's exciting. But I have not yet harvested one, not even an early girl, full-size tomato. It has been such a weird garden year. I can't help but say it because it's true. All right, let me flip you around and let's go just take a little look at some of the things that are going on down in the hay bales, and then I will say goodbye. So hold on. Not bad for not planned. The baby potatoes are the best. So good fried up. Look at that cat out there. I have no idea what she's doing. She's a crazy girl. But this cabbage is insane. And I did come out and spray some BT last night because there have been definitely some moths I've seen around. And the worst affected is this poor cabbage, which again, I planted it in the 100-degree weather, and I think this probably just needs pulled. Those edges, I'm not sure that's going to actually be anything edible. And it has kind of been decimated. I should have gotten out here with BT sooner. What is going on here? See, this one's flowering now. That's interesting. I wonder if that's because I didn't water yesterday. Oh, I don't know. So interesting. I haven't grown cabbage before, and the cabbage over there is doing beautifully. This cabbage is foreign cabbage to me. I do not know it, and I just got it because it was on clearance. So, we'll see. But there are so many of these cute little, oh, hold on, can you see them? Those cute little squashes here. I'm so excited. I have so many, and this plant, like, why did not the donkeys eat this since it's growing right on the fence? But yeah, I've got squash going all the way out into the donkey field and really all the way over across there. And I think that one's starting up that vine. It was going across, but I kind of twisted it. I need to aim it up now. Zucchinis are looking amazing. I've now picked a whopping 6 or 7, maybe 10. But they are delicious. I love them grilled. I love them fried. They're just so good. The plant is doing beautiful. That is actually what the leaf looks like. So that is not any sort of powdery mildew. That's actually just the leaf on that variety. And I wish I could remember which variety it was, but I can't. I have to go look at my seed packets. Yeah, But so that is actually the form of that leaf. Over here, oh, look at that one down there. See that? All right, let's come around here. I don't know if the donkeys will like potato vine, but let's see. That's so pretty. The lettuces are mostly going to seed just because I have not been keeping up with them. I still have, oh, look at how pretty that is. That's gorgeous. I'm gonna save some seeds actually from this one. That's what I meant to do on that one, because I love this Merlot lettuce. I'm gonna see if I can get them. I don't know exactly how to save them. I'm just gonna hopefully grab them, but look at that flower starting. That's beautiful. And some auroch. I have 3 auroch vines, or I don't know, what are those, stalks that are growing, and they're gorgeous. But the thing that I noticed yesterday, and I was super excited about, because again, it's August and I've not yet picked one cucumber, is I have cucumbers, Beta Alpha, right there. And I just glanced over here and I think I saw in the middle over here, I think I saw a lemon cucumber. Where did it go? Okay, hold on. I could have been imagining, just dreaming, wishful thinking. There it is. Look it, I have a lemon cucumber. Oh my gosh, my favorite cucumbers in the whole world. That makes me super happy. And this is the Brad's Atomic Grape tomato that I put in here. And this cucumber is going crazy. And I don't know if this is actually the cucumber. Look at, I need to cut this tomato. You know, you get to a point and you just kind of let things go, at least me. This is one of the reasons why I sprayed some BT. I don't know if I have leaf miners or aphids going on. It is not just, there's little white things in there. Let's see. See those little things? So I think those are leaf miners. And by now it's August. My beans really, I've never had beans this late in August, so I don't really know what to do with them. You know, it's one of those years. Acorn squash. I've got a number of little beautiful acorn squash. And this acorn squash plant is insane. This was one of the last things I put into my garden, and it's literally one of the biggest things out here. Okay, not the biggest, but it's, I can't even show you the whole thing. It's over 4 feet by 4 feet. And if anything else grows in this square, I will be amazed. My eggplants actually are doing pretty well. They do have some bug bites, some bug issues on them, but those are delicious grilled, and who doesn't love a good grilled eggplant? I need to come out here and harvest some of these. This is my second low cabbage. My first cabbage I picked from there was delicious. This one is growing a little more slowly. I put them in at the same time. Don't know. The dragon tongue bush beans are insane. What is that? Oh, look, I need to come harvest more beans. Again in August, so weird. And these have been doing really good, but this plant right here is starting to get some of that. I think it's a leaf miner. I don't know exactly what it is. They're producing beautifully, but the leaves are having trouble. New potato plant coming up right there in the middle of the walkway. Donkey coming down for snacks. These are cherry, what are they? Ground cherries, and I've never grown them before. And I don't know if something's supposed to happen, because they have all these cute little things here. There's not really anything, there's not really anything in them. So I don't know if I need to fertilize more, fertilize less, if it just takes more time. There's one down there that's like brown and fallen off. This one's getting kind of big. So yeah, I have no idea. I'm just, you know, they're growing. They're looking good. More potatoes just flowering. Oh, look at this pretty flower. It's about to start. This is a new potato. That one is a potato. There's actually a potato back in that corner that's been weed whacked 3 times. Now this squash, this zucchini has produced like 3 or 4 zucchini, but it is having a huge problem right now with blossom end rot. So I pulled off 3. This is going to be 4 and 5 it looks like. And it was doing beautifully. And I think it's maybe not getting enough water. So I need to check that, and I need to come water it. And then I also am probably going to add some calcium. I'm not sure. The leaves look pretty good though. So they're like, except this one. But the leaves aren't drooping. The leaves aren't looking sad. The leaves are looking fairly good. So I'm assuming it's calcium that's needed here. So I'm probably going to toss some calcium on this, use some Tums, crush them up in water, and just give this a quick boost of calcium. Really, Kat? I'm working here. give this a quick boost of calcium because otherwise it looks fine. They both look fine. They're small, but they've been producing. This was actually one I got the 2-foot zucchini off of. I was hiding back there and I didn't notice it. The Chinese pink celery is looking beautiful as it goes to seed. Look at those potatoes. See more potatoes. Actually, these are the potatoes that Papa weed whacked. And look at those flowers. Aren't they beautiful? All right. Let's see. There's more zucchinis down here. I think I need to trim zucchinis. I've never really trimmed zucchinis before, but the positioning of this plant and the positioning of, there's another plant back there, make it a little awkward to get back here. Not gonna lie. Though I am really good at jumping over the plants. I haven't killed myself yet, which is a good thing. All right, that's kind of what's going on down here in the hay bales. Let me flip you around. All right, I'm gonna get to work harvesting, tidying up a few things. As you notice, I'm not super big on like everything being amazingly tidy. Mostly, yeah, I just get to a point and I let things go. And I need to get over that or figure that out and do something different at some point in my life. But it's probably not going to be this summer, let's face it. This summer I'm just kind of getting by. Anyway, aren't the hay bales looking great? I'm so excited. I'm really pleased. The raised beds on the other side, weird year. Again, it's my second year with the raised beds and things are going okay, but it's just been a weird garden year. That's all I'm going to say about that. So, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed watching me harvest some potatoes. It's kind of anticlimactic, but there were still potatoes to harvest where I didn't harvest them when I didn't plant them there, so that's okay. The donkey is trying to get through the fence again. The cat is just walking back there. I saw a cat, I thought. I don't know where she went. At some point I'm gonna step and she's gonna be right in front of my feet. That's all I know. Just know that I have to be ready to dive roll at any moment. I hope that your garden is safe from animals of all sorts, that things are growing beautifully, that you're not having a bug issue or a weather issue or whatever issue I'm having. We're getting through it, but it's just been odd. And yeah, we've talked about that. You've heard it. Yeah, you know. In any case, I hope things are growing beautifully for you, and I hope that you will come back so we can do some more growing and chatting together. Bye. Okay, it has been more than a minute since I came to look at the insect house. I was a little afraid that opening the door so much wasn't great for them, especially when it was so hot, but it is overcast and raining today. So I thought I'd come over, and 2 of the holes that were not filled up with anything are actually filled up to the ends. I mean, they had some stuff in them, but they weren't filled up to the ends. So I'm interested to see what has happened with those, because there was that insect in there. Let's see if I can do this with the pug holding, she's sniffing. They do this. Let's see and the chicken's over there. Peanut, you leave the chicken alone. Okay. Wow, okay, what's going on here? Look at how many of those larvae things there are now. And that insect is gone, whatever it was, unless that's it. No, that's the magnet. That bug is gone. All of the upper chambers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, are now totally filled in with these. This is new. So this part down here wasn't like that. That was about half full, I think. And then there are these 3 that are looking about the same, except there are some little kind of larvae things down here that have just come out. Those little white things in the bottom chambers. And the pug is, let's see. And this one actually, I don't think that this 3rd one up had the mud at the end. I think that's new. So it could be maybe that little insect thing made itself a cocoon back there, not sure. So that's what the insect house is looking like right now. And I'm going to go stop the pug from eating some grass and chasing chickens. So just a little update. I have no idea, again, what's going on up here with all of these or what those are. And if those are mason bees and if I need to do something with them over winter, I'm gonna have to do some research. If you know, let me know. See, speaking of a snake, there's a perfectly normal visitor snake. This is one of my, oh, come on, you little friend. I'm not gonna get you. This is one of the little guys who comes to visit. Oh, now he's really gone. He's a good disappearer. In any case, don't mind those so much. Broccoli, oh, got some more to pick from that one. I picked that big head. These are nice and tight. This one's starting to get a little loose. It did not grow super big, but given the conditions this year and the fact it's starting to get really hot, I may just need to pick it and enjoy it as it is. This one is tight enough, I'll let it keep growing.